Hello, everyone. Right, I've started recording. This is the question and answer session with a meditation for the Love Letters to the Soul meditation retreat, and I am Bindi. So, my full name is Bindi Shah, if you don't know me. I am a meditation teacher, meditation facilitator, and a life coach. And I work from home in Saltdean, which is on the south coast of England near Brighton. I do my classes in my home space, so exactly where I am now. And I had a class this morning, and that's why the calls kind of like mid-morning so that I could finish my physical class this morning and then have the space for you guys to do the virtual meditation. So we actually did um, forgiveness today, which is a big, huge topic. So we started a little bit around forgiveness. So, okay. Right, so I'm just going to go right from the beginning, first of all, and speak a little bit about the retreat. And then I have a few questions that people have already asked. And then if you have any more questions, you can ask them in chat. So if I don't answer anything that you're thinking about or that you're concerned about, or you're not sure about, you can do that. And then we will do a meditation so that you have a little bit of an idea of how maybe how I meditate, or the sessions as well. So if you're completely new to me, that could be quite nice for you, so that you can kind of see, who I am and where I'm coming to it all from. So, love letters to the soul. How did this really start? First of all, even with the name of the retreat and the meditation. So, obviously, I have been teaching or I teach meditation classes here, and I've been doing primarily meditation, as in 45-minute classes, and I have done workshops as well in the past, so over 2 or 3 hours long. And meditation really for me is moving inwards, listening. So it's really listening to yourself, moving inwards, and receiving insights. So, really kind of receiving the guidance and insights from yourself. I started on my journey through Ayurveda. So in 2002, I went to India for the whole year, and I studied in Coimbatore, and I studied Ayurveda. So my background into meditation is really kind of from an Ayurvedic viewpoint, which is very similar to yoga, because my whole Ayurveda teaching was obviously with yoga as well. So, and I apologize if sometimes I say things and I feel as though you might already know it. So I'll try to take 2 steps back as well and be a little bit more basic, which is what I do really with my teaching as well. Because sometimes when we're just all in this together, this whole world together, and it's very easy to feel that other people know exactly how you're feeling as well. So I always like to take a step back and really think, okay, let's see how, where are we with it? Are we all on the same page, or do we need to expand on anything as well? So my background is really Ayurveda, and that's how I got onto this kind of journey of meditation and well-being. And I started really in 2002 when I was teaching yoga. I was doing the meditation as well, so I was teaching both. And then since I moved to Saltdean and to this amazing space, I decided to really to focus on the meditation and the more inner being rather than the physical being. So what I did find was a lot of physical things were really because of the inner self. So I started to focus more on the inner self, and that's how life coaching came into the picture as well. So, love letters to the soul is really around soul. It's around what the soul is, what it means, and getting that inner guidance from ourselves and on a soul level. And then from that inner guidance, okay, what are we going to do with it? Like, we have all these answers now, we've received all these messages. Where do we go from here? So that is the third day. So the retreat is over 3 days. On the Friday, and it's really from the Friday evening, we're going to do letting go. So we're going to look at where we are, what we need to release, and then we're going to start releasing it. And we've got options there. They've got a fireplace in the reception area. Let me show you. So I don't know if you can see it very clearly. So this is the reception area over there. And there is a fireplace there. So basically, with letting go, we're going to do some exercises around writing down what we want to let go of, and then we're going to burn. So the burning is the releasing of that energy, of the things. And, we'll do the exercises around that whole letting go and the meditation around letting go. Then we'll physically release with the burning. So we've got the option of the fireplace, or we have the option of a bonfire, which it will be interesting. I mean, they're going to build it anyway, but I do actually think that'll be a bit too big for us because we're a small group. At the moment, there are 12 of us, so it's a smaller group. So I'm thinking a huge bonfire might not be the best. So there's the other option then of a fire pit, like a smaller fire pit. So I think we're going to go with that. And if it's raining, then we'll stay in and we'll do it in the reception, and we'll do it to the fire in the fireplace. So that's quite exciting. That's quite nice to do. Um, and then really the Sunday is all around moving forward. So with all of this kind of goodness and answers that you've received, it's like, okay, how are we going to move forward now? And the Saturday is the main day for the meditations, the main day for reflection, the main day for reaching in. So it's quite intense and it's quite deep work. And I have said to the participants to have as restful a week beforehand as you can manage, so that you can be really fresh and come into it from not from a real kind of like tired place, but really kind of fresh eyes and clarity into it. Okay, so the Saturday is all around reflection and um, yeah, and kind of like different things around that. So we're going to do soul healing, we're going to do chakra healing, we're going to connect with spirit guides, and meditation and exercises. So, and exercises, I mean like writing exercises, drawing, journaling, moving inward, those kind of things. We are going to do some physical things as well, but not a lot. So we're not going to do any yoga. This is actually one of the questions. So let me, yeah, now that I'm on that, let me answer that question, and then I'm going to go to the card because haven't said about the card. So um, the question was, will there be some yoga at the retreat? So there's not going to be yoga as in a yoga class, but we are going to do some movement, gentle movement, very gentle movement. In the morning, so Saturday morning and Sunday morning before breakfast, we're going to do a salutation to the sun, which is really welcoming in the sun. And it's not a full sun salutation. So we're not going to do downward facing dog, and it's not the full sun salutation, but it's a movement meditation, and we're welcoming in the sun. So there'll be kind of like embracing the sun and wide arms, and allowing ourselves to be open to receive the sun and what that means. Receiving the rays of the sun, the goodness of the sun, the energy of the sun. So, all around that. So, really around receiving and welcoming in the sun and the new day. And the other thing of where we're going to do a bit of movement is for the chakra healing. This is, I have the itinerary. Um, this is going to be I've got it scheduled at 5:30 on the Saturday evening before our dinner. And basically the chakra healing is going to be moving through the chakras, opening up, but doing this in a dance and movement form. So kind of more flowy, more relaxed rather than just sitting and opening up. It's going to be more movement based. So this could be as simple as you're standing and you're just in your standing being, or you could be moving, or you could be really moving and flowing. So that again, I'm going to leave it very much up to you of how much you want to move. So obviously, if you know you're not going to move at all, you can stay standing for a while and then sit, that's fine. So I'm going to be really, really um, open for you guys to have what you need to receive as well from the retreat. So I'm providing it, I'm providing the teaching, I'm there for you. It's what you want to make out of it and how you want to enjoy the weekend and enjoy your insights, because you are not going to move forward with the answers you receive through your soul and what your soul wants you to do. So, when we get into Sunday and we get into the action plan and what are we actually going to do with all of this information, you're not going to do it if you've begrudgingly done the exercises and that you haven't enjoyed it. So, there is going to definitely be enjoyment, whatever that means for you, whatever form that comes out for you, for you. All right. Okay. So let me take some deep breaths and show you the card that I chose. So I hope this is all okay. The call is going to be around 40 minutes, so 30, 40 minutes. So I'll get through all the questions and things and then we'll do the meditation. Okay? So I chose this deck, which is the Colette Baron Reed Enchanted Map, and I picked a card for us for the call, actually, and in general for the retreat and for the questions for the retreat. So the card, you might not be able to see you can see the picture, and it's the card, the name of the card is Into the Unknown. So that's why the picture is of the lady with the blindfold and not really knowing where she's going, into the unknown. Okay, so when this came up, this was so relevant. Um, I was speaking to someone this week around why she wasn't sure about whether to come onto the retreat or not, and it was all around it being not knowing what there was around it and really kind of into the unknown. So I thought this was so relevant for the questions and answers, because of course before we do anything, or before you book onto anything or you do anything, it's like there's that apprehension about not knowing what's going to be there, not knowing what's going to come up. um, Physically, obviously, not knowing what's going to come up with you being in a physical place with other people and around that whole synergy and energy, and also not knowing what's going to come up for you, because it is very much around that kind of inner journey and inward being. And so I thought we could become a little bit more comfortable with not knowing and being in that kind of unknown place, and at the same time having all the questions answered. So, all the things that I can tell you about it, that I can put you at ease and just allow you to then move into this, unfamiliar place, an unfamiliar place, of such immense magic, really, and, you know, and guidance from yourself. And we are going to also do um, on the Saturday evening after dinner, which is something new that I put in, we're going to do an evening circle. And by that, I mean there will be the oracle cards out, and we'll have like maybe a nice herbal tea or hot chocolate or something, and we'll sit around and we will relax and unwind from the day because Saturday will be intense. Yes, it will be. You know, there will be a lot of reaching in and realizations, tears, emotional things. You know, I'm not going to say it's going to be all fluffy clouds and, you know, and goodness. There's going to be great goodness from it. But to get to that goodness, it's going through that grit, going through that really vulnerable part of you, and going through that grittiness to get to that huge realization and fabulous place that you can get to at the end where you know that you've done all the work and you've got there, and it's just amazing. Like, in a way, it's like when you do a workout or something, or you go for a run, and it's like going through that, and then at the end you just feel fabulous because you've done this huge workout. So in a way, this is like that. It's like an emotional or spiritual workout, yeah, for yourself. So we're going to do the evening circle, and we will have oracle cards there as well. If you want to, read for each other, read for yourself, just be with them, or just be with the energy of the circle before you go to bed, having a nice warm drink and just allowing yourself to be. So that's something extra. And then just a few sentences from the book from Colette Baron Reid, Around into the Unknown. Life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Isn't that lovely? So, into the unknown. Let me show it to you once more. I can see the writing a little bit clearer now. Into the unknown. And really, I think every day is like that, isn't it? Every day, you can have new things happening, and it's just being comfortable with being and being here. Okay, right. Couple more. Okay, I've never meditated before. Is it okay for me to come, and will I get the most out of it? Yes. I have a few people who haven't meditated before who are coming. Depending on your level, so depending on if you've meditated for years or you've never meditated at all, that's what you're going to receive from it. So you'll always go as deep as you are comfortable. Obviously, if you've meditated for years, you're going to go on a deeper level. You're going to get deeper insights. You're going to realize things easier, maybe, or clearer. If you haven't meditated at all, it's going to be a different process. You'll be starting in a way on your meditation journey. And I just think it's wonderful for you to start at the retreat anyway, because you're realizing so much about yourself and starting that journey, and then hopefully carrying on that journey when you go home. So, yes, there will be a mix of people, and yes, that is fine if you've never meditated before. And at the same time, it's also fine if you have meditated for years before as well. You always receive something from it. And especially when we go into the soul, and get you'll get something new always from it. And then why retreat? So basically, the question is, why retreat? We retreat, so the difference kind of between retreating and having a meditation class. So we retreat to switch off. So um, because you're in a space for an amount of time, so over 2 or 3 days, you're in this space, you switch off from your everyday a little bit easier, rather than you have a class and then you go back to your everyday. So, you're switching off from your everyday a bit stronger. And also you go deeper because you have longer meditations. You're in that space again, in that sacred space, sacred surroundings, and you can go deeper. So really that's why you would want to retreat. Meditation classes on a daily basis are also amazing. Of course, you need to do these. And meditation classes on weekly basis are usually for letting go, being in your space, just allowing yourself to flow through life better. And retreats are where you can really go deeper. So, that depth of being. Okay? And we're going to have the whole house. So the whole house is there. You can be very free. There's surroundings, there's the coast, you can do walks and things. We're going to have a bit of free time, mostly around lunchtime. So after lunch, you can, you'll feel free to go for walks and things and then come back for some more meditation. It's also up to you whether um, all the parts of the weekend are completely optional. I mean, if you want to do something else during a meditation and you feel that that's more appropriate for you, then I'm very open to that as well. So I just ask that you let me know and we have a chat about it, and then that's fine. You get a workbook as well, so you work through this workbook. So you'll have everything for when you go home too. So if you need it, if you want to come, and then you can have it for when you go home as well. And there's exercises there as well. So you might not do everything there over the weekend, but then you will do when you get home. And obviously, I'm there for you as well. So when you go back home, especially if you don't live near here, you don't come for meditation classes with me, then we can Skype, we can phone call, just so that you're okay with the exercises afterwards. It's all vegetarian food there. Um, and I think that's it. So, yeah, that's it. I have the itinerary if anyone wants to email afterwards if they want um, a copy of the itinerary. I can do that. I can do a Skype call with anyone to see if there's anything extra that's needed that they're not sure of. Seaford is pretty easy to get to because there is a rail station there. So, rail station and then a 5-minute taxi ride to Florence House. It's easy enough by car as well. So, I have all the directions for you if you need them. Um, Yeah, okay. I think we're ready for some meditation. Okay, so if there's nothing else, let's do this meditation. So I've got my quartz crystal. So I don't know if any of you have a crystal that you want to hold while you meditate, or you just want to be, which is fine. And we're going to do letting go and grounding. So basically really letting go of everything, of the energy, everything around us, and then a nice deep grounding to get you into the space, really, maybe for your weekend, maybe for your week, just a nice, firm, balanced place from your strength. Okay? Right, so during the meditation, I'm going to black out the video so that you're not disturbed by me, and you can sit back, you can lie down if you want to as well, and close your eyes. Okay? All right, so gently close your eyes. You can move your body a little, make sure you're completely comfortable. And first of all, we're going to take some breaths, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose or the mouth. And as you breathe, listening to your breathing. How does your breathing feel? How does your inhalation, your breath in feel? How does your exhalation, your breath out feel? How does your breath sound? How does your body feel? So your body feel as you're breathing. And then we're going to start focusing more on the exhalation, so on the breath out. So you're still breathing in, and every time you breathe out, I want your breath out to be a little bit more stronger and deeper and longer. And as you breathe out, this is going to be where you release and let go. So breathing in whenever you need, and then as you breathe out, starting to let go and release. And we're really going to start with this week. Exhaling, letting go of your week. What hasn't been great for you this week? What's brought you down? What's held you back? What things are on your mind? And as you exhale, slowly allowing yourself to release those things. Releasing to your exhale breath, releasing away from you. And we really hold on in our body, in our physical body. So we hold on physical things, emotional things, and everything in between. So as you exhale, as you release, as you let go, start to feel your body relax. So start to feel your body feel lighter, to feel more at ease. And then letting go of the last few weeks. What's gone on in the last few weeks which hasn't been great? And then in general, letting go of emotions, of hurt, of pain, of regret, and letting go of physical situations and things. Things that you know you no longer need, but they're still there. You're still hanging on. See if you can release those things. And the more you release, the more relaxed your body is. And also notice the way your body feels. So are there some things that you know are not particularly good for you, but you are still hanging on or holding on or not allowing yourself to let go yet? And if that's the case, maybe for now acknowledge it, notice it. And then when you're ready to let it go, see if it goes. Sometimes there's still things we need to address or to do first, and then it can go completely. So even just that acknowledgement is really important. Sometimes it's not the actual things, it's the energy around those things and what those things bring up for us. And that's what we need to release, the energy around those things. So a few more moments. Exhale, let go, release. And then move back to your gentle breath, breathing in and out, aware of your breathing. Still in your calm state, still in your peace. We're going to start grounding and doing a nice deep, deep grounding. So grounding means rooting. It means being in your strength and in your balance. It means being in very clear, very much being in the moment, in the now, being with yourself. So we're really bringing that energy into ourselves on a deeper level. So starting to visualize roots like tree roots moving from the soles of your feet into the ground. So whether you're lying down or sitting, start to visualize these roots. And the roots move into the ground and they move deeper. And as they move, they get stronger. And they really connect you with the earth and with nature. So all of the nurturing energy of the earth, connecting you with that energy. and also connecting you stronger with your strength, your being, your balance. So I want you to really feel those roots moving down, and especially if you're feeling confused or a little bit all over the place at the moment, really allow those roots to be strong. They'll really help you be in the moment. They'll help you to be present. And you might even be able to feel the energy moving down. So the energy of your self-rooting, moving into the earth. And keep going. So sometimes we need those roots to be really, really deep. And then we feel them, and then we feel that strength. And at other times, we can push them down really quickly and feel our strength, our rootedness. So depending on where you are at the moment, you may need to push them further down or less. So again, acknowledge where you are, acknowledge yourself. Notice how you feel as you're rooting. You might feel tingly at the soles of the feet. There might be some energy going there. A few more moments. And then we're going to start becoming aware again. So becoming aware of your body, breathing, becoming aware of your breath. Maybe starting to take deeper breaths, deep breath in, deep breath out. Aware of where you are, aware of how you're feeling. Take some more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you can start opening your eyes, starting to be a little bit more present to what's around you, still in your peace and calm, so that peace and calm can stay for as long as you want it to. So still be in that peace and calm, but just more aware of where you are and how you're feeling. So I trust that was good and that you managed to release a little bit, even if it's just releasing the week or the day or the last few hours, it's all good. And grounding, I have found for me, it's invaluable to ground. I ground every day so that I'm nice and in my strength for the day, and just to be in that flow of life, it's really important. Okay, so that is our call. Thank you so much for those who have come on here live with me. It is so nice to have you and your energy and to feel you, and I do really, really appreciate it. And I will have a recording out, so thank you for those who are going to listen to the recording as well. And if there's anything else that you need to know about the retreat or about meditation in general, please do email, um, or I'm on Twitter. I'm Bindi Shah on Twitter, so at Bindi Shah. And I've recently gone onto Instagram, but I haven't really put out any links yet, so I will do that. Okay, so go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Much, much love to you all. Take care, and I hope to see you at the retreat. If not this one, then at others. Okay, love you all. Bye.